Yeah, good evening all. Thanks for joining. Am I audible?
Yes, Rajesh.
Right. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today is very important concept we're going to learn. Okay. So mostly everybody you have learn how to create a virtual machine in AWS cloud. Am I right? Everybody you know about this concept. So now this method is general. So if you are watching anywhere, the concept is similar. So like that, if you need a virtual machine, you'll go to Amazon EC2 service, Amazon EC2 service. In that particular EC2 service, we are creating a virtual machine. Huh? So now I'm going to use a third-party services. I'm going to use a third-party services. I'm managing this particular instance based on my requirement. I'll create a I'll create a multiple missions like this. Okay, based on my requirement, I'll create a multiple virtual missions like this. So normally in the EC2 console, I can easily provision by clicking a creating a new instance that you know everywhere. But I'm going to use a third-party services to managing this particular instance and creating a multiple virtual machines based on our client requirement. So these all are application servers. Absolutely, these all are application servers. Okay, these all are application servers. Now, in this particular environment, I'm going to introduce a third-party service which is called Citrix, Zenap, and Zendesktop. Okay, Citrix, Zenap, and Zendesktop. Any third-party tool you can take, but my experience. So based on my knowledge, I'm explaining here. So now with this particular XDC server means delivery controller, Zendesktop delivery controller. With this delivery controller, I'm going to manage this particular mission and I'm going to create a multiple missions here. So as usual, this mission is this mission is a main master mission. So you don't worry about the consoles and all. Okay, just you can understand. Okay, in real-time environment, the services are utilizing by third-party applications and services that you can understand first of all. Okay, so this method basically we called as if anybody is asking an interview how to provision your missions on the cloud means you can tell that I'm using Citrix uh, machine creation services to create the application servers on the Amazon EC2. You can tell that as a AWS administrator role, you can tell that. Okay, so once I'll move to the DevOps concept, these particular application servers, how you can deploy as a continuous integration, continuous delivery application deployment through Ansible, Jenkins, Git. These services I will introduce later. Understand? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So this server is basically we called as VDA master server. Why master server? Because whatever the configuration, whatever the settings, what are the applications, if anything is needed for the project, that everything we will be install and configure, then we will be create as a VDA master. So this terms it related to Citrix. So basically the same type of concept is available in Amazon EC2 that is called AMI, Amazon Mission Image. So now the same concept we are using in Citrix technology, we called as Gold Image, VDA Master, VDA Gold. So whatever the name they will use it, we can use that one, right? So right now I'm using this word name called VDA Master. How to create a VDA Master here? So right now in our environment, in our environment. So Active Directory server is readily available. Active Directory server is readily available. And XDC server, I'm going to power on. XDC server, I'm going to power on. You don't worry about that, how the server is created, how the server is managing. You don't worry about that. In general, as per your scope, in AWS environment, you can understand it. Rest of the people who are from Citrix, yes, you need to concentrate. Okay, both AWS environment and Citrix environment, both you need to understand that. Clear? Now, I'm going to create a new VDA master machine. I'm going to create a new VDA master machine. Okay, I'm going to create a new VDA master machine. So today I'm going to help you to do a small project in hybrid cloud structure. So mostly uh, outside environment training centers, they're not teaching the hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is very tough configuration. Okay, tough configuration. Definitely you need a much knowledge on the multiple technologies and we need to configure. So, but real-time environment, most of the people, we are working on the hybrid cloud only. Only Amazon Web Services, only Microsoft Azure, only Google Cloud. Nobody will use that. Definitely they will use a combination. Definitely they will use a combination. So we need to learn at least how this is, how hybrid cloud is working, so that we need to understand. Right. Now, I'm going to create a new VDA master mission by clicking a new mission here. So VDA, VDA, Windows 2000, Windows 19 master, master, and click on Windows and select the operating system base. Now I'm going to select the existing security group. That's it. I don't change anything here. Only keypair I need to select it. That's it. I'm click creating a new mission here. I'm just click create a new mission here and click on view all instances. Okay. Now the mission is creating VDA W19 master mission. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll set up the servers. Meanwhile, I will set up the servers one by one. So AD, this is the public IP address. Okay. Now I'm going to connect the servers. So now we can check the VDA master. Now I can take the public IP address and I can add here. Now can connect with a local IP address. Need to wait for 4 minutes. So I'll change the computer name and add the DNS server IP address, and I will add the server into the domain member. So I hope everyone, you're clear with this domain join setup. Okay. I don't take much time here. I'll quickly, the server will be removing the firewall settings. That means disabling the firewalls. So I'll directly take the DNS IP address. The name is VDA-W19 master. I created, and the domain name is wipro.com. That's it. So now the mission is rebooting now. Okay. Now the mission is rebooting. Okay, guys. So the mission is rebooting. Everything looks good. Okay. I'll just keep it aside. So my next agenda is I want to show you some interesting concept. Okay. Then I'll come back here. Suppose you all are my customers. You all are my customers. Okay. So probably Johnny, Shiva, Tawfiq, Lakshmi, Venkatesh, Buji. You all the people are my customer. Suppose I'm a application developer or maybe application development company. Okay, I'm an application development company. So you all are commonly they're using some regularly some software. Regularly some software you are using on your business or maybe personal usage. So, but if people are not comfortable if you're installing application on single computer, and if you keep on you're changing and maybe you keep on traveling to one place to another place that is not carrying easily. So every time you need to carry your laptop. You need to carry your laptop. That's really difficult, right? So for that requirement, you are approaching me. Hey, Rajesh. So you are application developer and you are application development company. I need this application wherever I'm roaming in the world. I want to access this application. Do you have any other solutions to deliver this application wherever I'm traveling? Sometimes I'm accessing through mobile. Sometimes I'm accessing with my tab, desktop, personal laptop, and internet centers, cafes, different locations I'm accessing. So is this any possible you can deliver the application anywhere in the world from the internet? Is this possible? So my answer is yes. My answer is yes. My answer is yes. So suppose first Johnny, he's requested me and I'm creating an account in the AD server. I'm creating a user account in AD server. So Johnny is paying some amount, some XYZ amount to me, and I'm going to giving access to my applications and my business. Okay, software applications. Going to create the username is Johnny and click on next. And password is Johnny. Your password is Amazon @123 capital A, and your ID is created. Suppose if you want to connect my application, I will publish my web page from where you can access my applications and desktop, my business resources, right? So basically, this is the storefront server which I'm publishing in the internet, okay? And where you can access it. So this is a web page. So now this is a web page. Anybody can access it, no problem. See, I'll paste it on the notepad. I'll paste it on the notepad. Anybody can, if you're interested, you can type on your browser and you can access. This is accessible from anywhere in the internet. Okay. So now
Yeah, Rajesh, are you there?
yeah. So now we can detect the receiver. So there's a small piece of client is required. So that I will discuss later. Now already installed, suppose. Okay. Now this is a login ID. He will be logging in. So what's the username? So Wipro backslash Johnny and password Amazon @123. So right now there's no applications here. So we need to build a new environment. We need to build a new environment. So now we already we have created VDA W9 master, right? I'm going to connect with the domain account. Let them log into this mission. So now what we are doing is this mission, I'm going to install a piece of software is required. Then I'll converting into the VDA master mission. So for that, I'm going to run double backslash AD backslash, sorry, AD dot wipro.com backslash Citrix share. This is a software I need to copy, paste here. Now the software is copied and now right click and mount it. Now can run as an administrator and click yes. I'm going to start here and there is a VDA agent I'm going to install. And before going to VDA agent installation, I need to do some setup in Amazon Web Services. Okay, so this is a create a master image. So when I click create a master image, it will ask, hey, what are the components we need to install? Virtual delivery agent, and this by default it is required. And other than that, few services are there. So I'm using a default as it is. Click on next and selecting the delivery controller name. Delivery controller name is XDC01 wipro.com and click on test connection. Now the communication is not successfully established. You know what is the reason? Maybe firewall is getting problem. Like I can check that firewall.cpl. Then I can test connection. No, not working. So then I log into the XDC server. I need to check the health status of the XDC server. The main controller is working or not. So go to Studio Server. These all are related to the application services. You don't worry about it. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new deployment. That means I'm going to integrate this particular services to AWS environment. That means going forward, any mission we are developing, that mission is completely controlled through Studio. You understand? So from Amazon EC2 instances, I don't want to configure anything. So everything I can manage from the Citrix Studio. This is a third-party tool. So these all are by default settings like a site database, monitoring database, logging database for managing the entire Citrix site. Now I'm going to give the license server. It's connected successfully. Now the connection is, there's a different environment we can connect, like a Microsoft, VMware vSphere, cloud platform from Citrix, Microsoft Azure, Amazon EC2. I'm selecting Amazon EC2. So to communicate between this particular Citrix services and Amazon services, I need a credentials. So how to create a credentials to communicate between these two? So now what I'm trying to do in Amazon IAM services is there. Okay. IAM service is there. In that particular IAM service, okay, I need to create a service account to communicate between Amazon EC2 to Citrix services. So that particular service account I'm creating it. The name is CTX CTX Cloud Admin. Citrix Cloud Admin. That's the name I'm creating it. I don't want any management console and all with this account. Just I need a permission. Okay. I'm just giving full administrator permissions. So as of now, not required. But if you want to give Amazon EC2 full admin, but I'm giving administrator access, click on next. Then create it. Account is created. Now can go to Citrix admin account, security credentials. So there is an access key is there. Create access keys. Okay. Now we can go to different options are there. You plan to use a access key enable CLI to access the AWS account, local code, application running on AWS compute services. So now I'm selecting this option. I understand. Click on next. Description, anything you want to provide. For Citrix management and create a keys. Now keys are created. Now we can paste here. My my AWS connection, my AWS, whatever the name you can put, my AWS. I'm just giving name is my AWS. Once I click next, not now it is trying to connect the Amazon EC2 environment. Now it's successfully connected. Now successfully connected. So which region we are going to set up the environment? In which region we are setting up the environment? Normally, the EC2 services and all where you created? Mumbai location, right?
Mumbai.
Mumbai. So what is
Mumbai
the Mumbai
locations.
location region name? AP South 1, right? So now I'm
Contact.
selecting AP South 1. Once AP South 1 is selected, automatically network, the VPC, the VPC, everything will get it automatically. So the instances we are creating in which location? Mostly in AP South 1A only. Now can click on next. And this is a network and my AWS network. Just I'm giving the name. Click on next. These are the optional one, not required. Next, finish. So I created a Citrix site configuration between Citrix and Amazon Web Services. You understood, right? So now I created successful hybrid cloud infrastructure. Now created a link between two different products. I created establishing a good site configuration here. Okay, this is a very rare combination, but most of the people they're using and they'll be saving their money and they'll be delivering the Citrix services on the cloud. Okay, this will take some time. Okay, this will take some time. Once the site is successfully done, now you can build our VDA master image. Now we can build our VDA master image.
This VDA master image is like a OS template.
Sorry,
This VDA master is like a OS template.
it's exactly OS template. Yes. So basically, this will take some time. So please wait. So probably this session make it in a two parts. Okay, part one and part two. So part one is a configuration, and part two will be set as a delivery. Okay, so because it will taking a more time, so that's the reason. As if you have anyone is any important work, you can leave, no issues. So once this is successfully completed, I'll click finish this setup. Okay. The next part I will continue. So for the video installation and as well as the delivery. Okay. So now the hybrid cloud structure was created successfully. That's very happy. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. We will meet you in the next meeting. Thank you.